Hello and welcome to another episode of Signals from the Inside. I'm your host, Maisie Lovett. This is a space where we decode the symptoms no one else can explain so you can finally understand what your body is trying to tell you. On today's episode, I want to give you guys some practical tools that you can do to actually help you release what your trauma is trying to tell you. So let's just dive in. Most of the clients that come to work with me have been in a space where they have been to therapy of some sort, therapy, Reiki, or they've done some kind of just talking it out method. And they've been able to focus on processing things mentally. And the issue that I find for a lot of clients who come to me who have been through trauma therapy, or they've done an EMDR, they've done different types of Reiki and different things like that, or even hypnosis, they still feel the same. And I want to address why that is, because it's not that you're not doing any deeper work. Let me go ahead and say that. It's not that these tools are not useful. They are. The issue that I find with them is that talking about your trauma is not the same as fully releasing it. And there is a very special way that you can release trauma. I give my clients two different ways of doing it in ways that make them feel safe to let go. Because we're not letting go of everything all at once. It doesn't work like that. You would feel so overwhelmed. You would want to take it all back, because if I release it, you're changing your identity as you go with it. And I feel like a lot of times whenever practitioners are in this space of supporting people through trauma healing, they're not fully embodying the next level of release. And so I want to give you guys some practical tools today that you can use and help you actually start feeling your own shift in your body. And that is one thing that I promise everybody that comes into my circle, into my field, into my work, even as clients, you will always feel the shift. That is a promise that I make, because something will shift over time, whether it's in 24 hours, whether it's once you have clarity, whether it's in a month, whether it's in 3 months, it doesn't matter. Your body will feel the shift, especially when you're giving it the right efforts. And that's what we focus on. We do things that are aligned to you. So I want to start by saying this. Awareness is powerful, yes, but it is only step one. Where I feel a lot of practitioners tend to miss is that they do not go into the multiple other steps. They bring you the awareness and then they tell you, oh, pause and do this instead. Your brain's not always clicking that in the moment, right? Maybe your mind stores those memories as pictures, but those pictures aren't coming up. Or maybe a trigger moment comes up and dear God, it slaps you in the face, right? Remember, your body stores these things as felt experiences. So you can understand something logically, but then your body can still be holding it. So what can we do to actually start releasing it? Well, I'm going to give you a couple of tools. Tool number one, a body check-in. All right. Instead of asking yourself, what's wrong with me? What am I doing? Why do I keep doing this? Blah, 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 blah. And we're just fixating on the problem. We're going to do something different. We're going to pause first, because pause is always great. Always pause. And really ask yourself, where am I feeling this in my body? Now, is that going to give you all the answers? No. This is just a place to notice where you're feeling something come up. Now, keep in mind, I've had clients who, when we've done this exercise before, and I do give something like this to my clients because I think it's something useful that you can have long term. Even when you don't have me working with you and supporting your body in certain ways, long after we've completed, it gives you tools, because trauma will come up again. Trauma is an onion. Triggers will come up. They may not be as heavy and hard as they were in the beginning or prior to us working together. Now you've shed so many layers, but it is going to come up again. You're not fully healed until you're no longer here, in my opinion. So we need to find tools that we can support our body in the right ways. So asking, where do I feel this in my body? And sit with it. Maybe you feel it in your throat. And then you can turn around and ask yourself a question deeper. Am I afraid of saying something? What do I need to say right now? If I gave myself this ability to speak as I want and no reprimand, what would I say? Do you feel it in your chest? Do you feel it in your breath? Do you feel it in your stomach? Do you feel it in your hip? These are all indications that something is checking in with you. It's a body check-in. You don't have to fix it. You don't have to analyze it. You don't have to ask deeper questions. Just notice it. Notice it. And this really helps to build on that awareness tool. but it's connecting you between emotion and body. All right. Tool number 2, pattern journaling. You do not have to sit there and journal your entire day. Instead, you can write what felt heavy today, what felt light today, where did I feel pressured today, when did I feel like I had to hold it all together? And then you can ask yourself, when have I felt like this before? So that way you can start connecting your patterns to past experiences because they relate. You don't just randomly feel new things. They all connect. Tool number 3, release through breath. Now, this is not something where I'm saying you have to do the box breathings and the different types of breath works. I will tell you, for some of my clients, my high achievers, that does not work for them because they do not have the sit ability for those things. Well, neither do I. You don't even have to meditate on those things. But you can focus on your breath, or you can even focus on it through taking a shower. You're washing those things away. Now, some people can have these visionary tools that they can use to release that, but I want to show you one that you can do through your breath to change things. All right. And I want you to do this several times. I'm going to give you 2 examples. So one thing that you can do is I'm going to give you a couple of examples. You can place your hand on your chest. You can place your hand on your belly. Shift your belly breathing. So if you are doing more and you feel your chest rising, switch to your belly breathing. In, out, in, out. Okay. That's example number 1. Another thing you can do is using your arms. Hopefully you can hear me. Use your arms as you breathe in. Your arms go up. As you breathe out, your arms go down. And when they go down, you're pushing it out. Flow out, flow out, flow out. Hopefully you can see that. And then there is another thing that you could do is when you're releasing it through the breath, you can grip tightly for inhale. And you're feeling it go out through your palms. All right. Focus on softening, not forcing. All right. Tool number 4, last one. Interrupt the holding pattern. Now, what does this mean? When you catch yourself clenching your jaw, holding your breath, tightening your body, pause and say, I don't have to hold this right now. Instead of analyzing it, because we don't have to do that, I don't have to do this. I give myself permission to release, soften, relax, whatever the word is that is going to activate your nervous system to do that thing. Sometimes you'll find yourself doing this while you're driving. If you're clenching the steering wheel too tight, putting your foot down to the, whenever you're rushing and racing and trying to hurry up and get to the next place. I don't have to hurry. I can get there slowly, even if I'm late. Late is better than dead, right? Or being in a wreck. How can I do this safely? It also activates your awareness and keeps your eyes on alert. So that way you're not autopiloting as you're driving. So again, the things that we're doing here, it's not about fixing them overnight. It's not going to work for every little thing, but they are going to be simple things that you can start to feel the shift in how your body responds. You don't have to relive your past in order to heal it. You don't have to keep carrying all the weight in order to release it. You just have to stop doing things the same way you've been doing them. And this is where the pattern interrupt comes into play. If this is helping and it's resonating with you and you're ready to go deeper inside of a stress map, because we want to identify why these things are happening, when they start, we can also do more personalization to help your body fully release what it's holding on to. This will be the place to do that. So feel free to DM me at MAP. I invite you to DM me MAP. I encourage you to DM me MAP. Let's take a look at your symptoms. Let's dive a little bit deeper and map out your next step. Hope this was helpful for you guys. And of course, if you like it, give me a like, share, a subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.